Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me this time around. So, you are welcome back to Study Destination. I will encourage you to subscribe to the channel and also share the content with other people so that they can benefit. Okay. So today, what we're going to do is to look at academic CV. Okay, and then look at how you can put on a good CV so that at the end of it all, it can get you something. I mean, it's one of the important documents in your application. If you have not reviewed the other videos, I'll encourage you to do that so that you'll be consistent with what we are doing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that after this video, I'm now going to open up for one-on-one mentorship. Okay. So before you even contact me, you have to make sure that you have your CV, first CV that is ready to be reviewed. Okay. So that, I mean, we can be at one page together. Okay. So this is something you need to take care of. Note of, so we can just dive into the agenda for today. Okay. So, um, what is academic CV? Okay, so when we talk of CV, what we want to mean is, I mean, anything you have done within the academia that puts you forward. Okay, it includes your education, professional role, like your career, work internship. Okay, and that can be mentioned in your CV. Okay, and then some other awards that you may have received. Okay, um, this is what the people or the graduate school or committee will look into, and then consider you apart from your other document. Okay, they also sometimes need some experience. So this is the document that is going to speak on your behalf. So it's very, very important document. So people will say, okay, there are some countries they want CV, others say resume. So what's the difference? Okay, so basically, some applications or some schools will say, okay, upload your resume. Some will say CV. But whatever is the case, CV can be used for all schools. Okay. Even when they say resume and you upload your CV, you are fine. Okay. So the CV, I took this from University of Davis, California. Okay. So the CV takes care of your academic accomplishment, achievement, and then um, grant your research experience, publication, and so on and so forth. But the resume is mostly for industrial purpose. Okay, so it's just sometimes 2 pages, something short. Okay, it's like a combined or it's like you squeeze your CV, okay, into 2 pages. So yeah, sometimes even for 1 page, okay, you need to sometimes summarize. It's a summary of the CV. That's what I would say. And mostly it's used for job. Okay. So take note of that. I mean something brief. I just don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of the differences. Okay. That's not our purpose for today. So somebody say, why do you need a CV? Okay, and a compelling one. Okay, so your CV will talk for you. You don't need to be at the committee. Sometimes they can do some interview depending on the program, but your CV speaks on your behalf. Okay, so you don't need to be there to speak. It also your potentials. I mean, what have you done in the past? It brings them to bear and also projects your research capabilities. So it's very, very important. We don't want to, we are not here to look at what is important, but I just want to tell you that you need a good CV, especially when you are writing to professors. They just look at your CV and see if you have something that matches with what they are doing. Okay, so it's something very important. Then let's look at the content. So we have the content here. You need your contact, your education, sometimes research objective or pers- uh, personal profile. We also have something like education section. You need to list them, your professional appointment, research publications, awards, honors grant, and so on and so forth. I've colored some here. The reason why I said don't, those that are colored, you should not put them on your CV for now. Okay, especially when you are looking for graduate school, because if you say, okay, research experience, you are applying for different school, research objectives, and say, okay, I'm looking into maybe uh, mental health and those things, and you are now applying to another program which is different, it means you have to go and change that research objective or personal profile. Okay, it is not important. Nobody is interested in that. Okay, for your recruitment to a graduate school. The references to, you don't need to add references, even though some people say add, because maybe during the journey you may need to change some professors who are not responding to your the recommendations, who are not filling it. And so it wouldn't be good when you say, okay, these are my references, and then later on you are changing them. So please, even though some people say don't put them, but I will prefer that you don't put them. Okay, so if you're going to send your CV to me, I don't want to see those things that I have colored here, please. It's not important. Okay, and also because your CV, even though except you're a PhD student and you're looking for postdoc, you can put those things over there. Okay, but um because if you're a PhD student, I would advise that if you're looking for masters, for even bachelors, for whatever, you don't need a lengthy CV. It should not exceed um 10 3 pages. Okay, so the highest you should go for is 3 pages. Even though you may have some experience, try to squeeze them into 3 pages. Okay, so putting the research profile or personal profile and then references will take some space. Try to take them out. Okay, if you don't have much experience, let it be within 2 pages. I'll show you some samples so that you can it will be so easy for you. So let's now dive into the content. Okay, so the first one, look at the information. So your name, so the name of the person's board, this is its address, and then contact information. Okay, yeah. The next person, look at touch. Okay, this is what he's doing. Maybe, yeah, it's a different way. This, yeah. The last person. Okay, so the name, the address, and if you have a Google Scholar, um, if you have a bio page, maybe you have some work, you're a journalist, you have a news profile, you have a LinkedIn profile, you have some, maybe you're an artist, you have a place, a website that you have your works, those things, you can put those things in. It's a very good stuff. So especially those who are doing painting, sculpture, those who are doing computer programming, you have a bio, and then you want people to, maybe you're a content creator, okay, you're a media person, you can put your YouTube page and those things over here, links over here. This is very good. So please, I want to advise those who have those things. If you don't have it, just leave it. Just look at the first one. So simple. Okay. Just put it that way and then you go your way. The next one is your education. Okay. Educational records. Okay. Saying that it should be post-secondary. Don't put secondary school, blah, blah, blah. Even though some schools require, for example, Europe, they require, but for America, Canada, and those places, don't put it there, okay? But it should be in the descending order. So for your present one comes first, then it follows to the last, okay? Yeah. So for example, you see post-secondary school education, this line, if you just draw a line, just write your topic for secondary school education, then you just type maybe if you want one line, just type -1, 2, 3, enter. Or if you want double space line, you just type equal to 1, 2, 3, enter. You just arrange them something like this nicely. If look at the second one, very nice. If your CGPA is good, let's say 3.0, put them there. It's good, okay? But if your CGPA is low, don't bring them here. Don't bring them here. I mean, you just want to hide it, for example, because you have maybe other things that will bring you up. So if your CGPA is low, don't show them, okay? And then you can also write the title of your thesis and blah blah blah. Make sure that your dates and everything is consistent, okay? And then arrange them nicely. Like I've shown you two people, so I'm going to do like this. Any of them, I'll give you some samples. Any of the content, I'll give you some samples so that you can follow. So don't come and tell me, oh, I need a sample of CV to look. No, that the samples are what I'm giving to you now. Okay, so try as much as possible to follow something like this. Okay. So research experience. This place is very important. Don't say that you don't have research experience. Don't do that. You have it. But sometimes you don't know what they are, the things that you are supposed to, the things that you are supposed to put them there. Okay. So what are the research? Your laboratory work from level 100, you are a computer scientist, you are going to laboratory, you are doing some program, you can put them to topical forms. They are all laboratories and data analysis and interpretation presentations you have done in the classroom. You have to remember that this is the topics: assignment, project work, dissertation, writing essays. Okay, maybe you write you publish on news sites. Those all of them are research experience. You didn't just sit down to write. You research them. You find some information that you wrote it. Programming, web development, applications. Do you understand? Publish work, painting, and then drawing. All these things are research experience. So don't say that you don't have a research experience. It's just that maybe you don't know how to put it. And this is the way we want you to put them. Okay, so please, no person should say that I don't have a research experience. Previous years, I've heard those things and it bores me. So I'm telling you so that you know what you are supposed to put here. Don't say that you don't have a research experience. You have it, okay? But how do you put them? Okay, good. Let's go. So this is an example. Current research experience, blah, 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 is there. Then master studies, I mean, the person has written, you can read it, okay? And then bachelor studies. So something simple. This project, there's a lot here, okay? But if you look at the topic and then the method the person used, and yeah, something nice, simple. It looks very good. Something like this you can follow. Let's look at somebody. So maybe if you don't have too much research experience, for example, this is another one, undergraduate thesis. This place, you need to take your time, use about 3 to 4 sentences to explain your undergraduate studies. Okay, my research was into this. We use this method to do this, and then we put them. The results showed this, which could be used to apply for this area studies. Do you understand that somebody has done something good here? And then other research experiences he has put the list them here. Okay, this is very good, especially those who are only have undergrad. Try to put in something like this. Let's look at another person. The person has undergraduate study thesis, has done something. There's a research project he did before that. That one he did it, listed them. Also use some few sentences. Don't make it that lengthy, but maybe you don't have much work experience. This where you can express yourself. Okay, so do that. Then other research experience the person has done. So be very careful. If it's in the past, make sure the sentences are in the past. Okay, so that everything will be okay. So let's go to the next one, which is the work experience. So over the work experience, you need to state maybe where it applies. For example, you are a computer scientist and then you just went to, before secondary, you went to this in high school, you went to do, what do you call it, sell water. I mean, or you went to do construction work. It might not be necessary here, okay? But what are some of the things that you can put here in industrial experience or placement, okay, or internship, student job, research assistantship, they are all professional experience, national service. Over here, don't say national service. National service doesn't mean anything. They only know those things in maybe Ghana or Nigeria or some few countries, okay. Those things, it's a work. So if you're a teacher at the national, it's a work. So say you're a teacher and then blah blah blah. Do you understand? Don't say national service. Please don't do that. And don't send me any CV where you have put national service. National service is a work, okay? It's a permanent work for 1 year. And then maybe your contract work if you're freelance, if you're entrepreneur, okay, maybe yeah, you didn't get work. And also never state in your CV that you are unemployed. So even if you, for example, you were a national service person, yes, let that one be your present work. Put it like that, okay? Because I mean, the world is not fair. They just don't want to see you that okay, you are idle or you are not doing anything. It's not, it doesn't speak well. So just leave it there. Nobody's coming to ask you, blah blah blah. Leave it there as your last job, okay? So let's look at this person. This quality control research. Okay, this my experience. So I did this blah blah blah, and then yeah. So it's nice. I mean, there could be some corrections maybe, but I mean, this is something good. You can look at it, and then you work your own. Another one too. The person quality manager, Pfizer Pharma, Senegal, Ghana. I don't know the kind of Senegal, Ghana, but it happened. Yeah. So core responsibilities. This is present tense. So the verb should be present. Okay. If you say today, the verb should be present. Okay. Yeah. Maybe if something happened in the past, maybe you can do it. Try to make sure that your verbs are very consistent. Okay. Then another one. Okay, so this another one. So sometimes if you reach here and you see that okay, I had pause the video, you pause the video. After watching it, when you come back, oh, you come to the work experience, you pause the videos, and then you'll be able to pick one or two the styling. Okay. Then so there's the but look at somebody that they're so intent. What intent? So maybe quality control chemist or what chemist, do you understand, or what was your position as the intern, as what intern, you have to write it down. Then yeah, so this is what the person also has done for his work experience. Okay, there's another person in the business field to also try to um, list his work experience, so something like this, very good. Then another one here, I try to make sure that everybody has a share. This is from the engineers, so this is something good. Then you can put something like volunteering, but yeah, so the person has done something, assistant, blah blah blah. So if you see the date is past, so you can say assistant. So you say assisted, okay, assisted, supported. Yeah. So this is, you make sure that your verbs are very consistent. So volunteering, then sample another volunteering. So voluntarily served and as a supervisor for student, blah blah blah, rendered volunteering public, blah blah blah, and then maybe leadership. Yeah, another topic that you can also put in here. Then another leadership, the person are actively involved. So you look at yeah, the sentence and blah blah blah. So try as much as possible and make sure that everything is consistent. Okay. Yeah. So another to that's leadership, volunteering. So conferences and seminar. So conferences, seminar, you participated in blah blah participants. Okay, participant. If you were somebody, maybe you presented something, you presented, yeah. If you presented something, so try as much as possible to list some of the conferences or seminar you have. Maybe class seminar, maybe presentation you did. All things are, so these are things you can also list. Okay, so don't say that you don't have anything. Remember the topics you presented was in the yeah, so 10 papers. Okay, workshops. So this is some of the workshops. Yeah, how the person people. So 10 presentation and 10 papers. Okay, assignment. I mean, long essays you have written, you can bring depending on your field. Okay, yeah. So list of articles or publications or applications. Maybe a computer scientist, you can try to list the stuff that you have developed. Okay, yeah. So you bring them here and make sure that you have them there. So this is somebody's stuff, and I pick, and the person has done a good job. Okay, yeah. So digital skills. So try fairly experience in Office 360 packages. It includes Microsoft Word, blah, 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 learning data analysis with R, MATLAB. So those things, you can bring them here. Okay, try to put something. Okay, yeah. Another, some digital. So depending, okay, you can try to modify the, what do you call it, topics apart from the education, um, research, work experience. The rest you can modify them and then squeeze them to however you to suit your experience. Okay, you should not necessarily bring everything. Okay, then awards. Okay, this is what the person has brought, which is good. I mean, then language. You need to, is this place is very important. You need to bring your language here so you can say somebody does did something good here, another person here, only one, but nicely written here. So these are things that you can look up to write your hobbies. Make sure that you write something. So research, design, blah blah blah. This is the person's hobbies. Okay, which is good. This is almost to the last. At least some people, how should I arrange my stuff? So at least the education, after, sorry, your contact, then the education, research, relevant work, published work if you have any, or manuscript, then the rest can follow in order. But make sure that at least the language and then the hobbies are down last two. Okay. So this is how I want you to put your CV. And I know if you do this, it will help you in writing code emails. I've already taught you how to write the code emails. And when you are writing the code emails, one of the things that you need is your email, your CV to attach. So I hope that this is very helpful, and then it will guide you in your um, journey. And I wish you the best. Now you can get in touch with me with your CV, that your first CV. I will suggest maybe whether it's okay or you need to rework on it. Then you rework, you come back. I mean, no CV, I can tell you that no CV is perfect. Please understand, no CV is perfect. Okay, and don't think that you're going to get a perfect CV, but at least we need to continue updating it to a standard that will give you the what um the admission and then the funding. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do. So you continue updating it until you get something good. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would say. So don't be offended. I'll just lastly show you some samples, and then I think that will be the end of um, our session today. So let me quickly show you my CV here. So over here, you will see my CV. So everything is nicely arranged. I have my name and blah, blah, blah. Then I have my blah, blah, blah here. Then the research experience, work experience, and then leadership and volunteering, digital skills. So I don't have all the topics here. I just tailored it towards my experience. So you also have to do it towards yours. But at least you have the research experience, you have work experience, and then leadership, volunteering, digital skills, and then language. Okay, so I will continue building my CV. I can add the presentations. I can add the what do you call it, manuscript and publications. Then add other stuff that I want to do. Okay, So this is one. I will show you one that I found on the internet, which is very good. So when do you yeah, so this place, I don't want to show you the person's name, so I'm starting from here. So the person is a PhD student, so you could see what he has done, and then the thesis topic, then the bachelor's, then professional experience. He put some other stuff, honest and awards, patent, review articles, research articles, review peer review papers, book and book chapters, lectures in training manuals, techniques, soft skills, teaching engagements. Then he has listed conferences, attended training, attended membership and association language. Okay, so after the most important thing, which is your education, your work, your research, and then blah blah blah, you can, I mean, based on your experience, bring some of the things that you think are okay. So thank you for watching, and then see you again in the next chapter, where I think I will give you how to I'll take you through how to write, or I've already showed you how to write, and then the samples you need to add in your email, and then we'll look at the statement of purpose and other stuff in our next section. So thank you, keep watching, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and then also share to others. Thank you so much, and then have a nice time.